Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are in the world, welcome. I'm Patricia Madalena, NLP Master, Trainer and Integration Therapist, and your host for today's broadcast, live here from the Transformation TV Facebook page. And today, our focus is all about letting it go. It's about accepting the unacceptable and surrendering to what is. Super important right now. There's a lot of people on summer holidays, so there's a lot of having to let it go and accept what is, rather than fighting the battles every day. But just to be clear, surrendering and giving up are two very different things. Okay, so giving up has a kind of wasted energy to it, and it's usually fueled by a really strong emotional reaction in the moment. Yeah, so giving up, it's kind of attached to not being good enough, that you can't do it anymore, and it usually feels quite dark and empty and lonely, and it kind of feels like defeat and hopelessness. But when one surrenders to what is, there's a different energy attached to it. It's kind of lighter and clearer. Yeah, there's an acceptance that happens. You know you've done your best, and there's this conscious decision that's been made to let it go. And there's this sense of forgiveness and a peace, which ignites the letting go. So surrendering has like this lighter energy attached to it. And it has a sense of, kind of a sense of relief and acceptance. You know, you can surrender to what is while still being the highest version of yourself. So we all carry baggage around with us every day, and it gets heavier and heavier when we don't forgive and let go and rise above what others have done to us or didn't do for us. Because when we hold on to those negative feelings towards another, or even to ourselves, it only ever harms us. It impacts on the way that we think, what we do, what we don't do with our lives. Now, one of the most kind of powerful quotes about letting your stuff go, the sun's just come out again now. It's great when the sun comes out and affirms what we're talking about. But one of the most powerful quotes about letting your stuff go has to come from Nelson Mandela. He said, "When I was walking out the door toward the gate that would lead to my freedom, I knew that if I did not leave behind my bitterness and my hatred, I'd still be in prison." So all of that anger and sorrow and grief and bitterness that we carry around with us day to day, it literally infects our minds and our hearts. And it impacts on our lives day to day, from the choices that we make or the choices that we don't make, to just how we feel in our bodies and in our minds. So I suppose to forgive, move on, and let go is one of the greatest gifts that we can give ourselves. Because when we're holding on to those past hurts and betrayals and pain, it keeps us focused in the past, whilst all the time worrying about repeating all of that pain in the future. So it basically keeps us out of our present. And believe me, when the time comes and we're silver-haired and ready to move on from this world, one of our greatest sorrows will be not having been in the present. Yeah, not having given ourselves permission to let all of that stuff go. You know, just, you know, it's heavy stuff. Some of it's really heavy. We're not built to take it. Surrendering it up to something bigger than yourself. You know, letting it go to something bigger than yourself, saying, look, I can't carry this anymore. I don't want to carry this anymore. I don't need to carry this anymore. And you consciously surrender that up to something bigger than yourself. Because when we do that, and I know because I've done it and I continue to do it, we find a peace within oneself. It's freeing. It makes me feel lighter. And in doing that, I'm not condoning someone else's past behaviour. I'm not condoning that. I'm not, you know, that's their stuff. All I'm saying is that I deserve better and I don't need to carry this any longer. And so there's a big difference between giving up and surrendering to what is. Recognizing, accepting, surrendering, forgiving and letting go. Because really, when I really look at it and I really unpick it, the clue is in our title. Yeah, we're human beings. And to become a human that is in being, we must let go of all of that stuff that we hold on to so tightly, that sometimes it's just so woven into our personalities and our identities. It just weighs us down and it keeps us doing. It keeps us in the pressure to be better, to be richer, to be leaders, to be more than just being ourselves in this precious moment of what is. Yes, because to be able to let go to the moment, right, you know, no matter who's watching, being able to be kinder to yourself, being able to give yourself the time and the love and those little precious moments with your kids or your lovers or your sisters or your brothers, because, you know, being able to surrender, bringing yourself peace, really truly depends on your ability to forgive yourself or another, let go and move on. So just take a moment, place your hands to your heart, shut your eyes, take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just take a moment and ask yourself, what is it that I need to let go of right now? And where do you feel that in and around your body? Where have you been carrying all of that you've been carrying all this time? All of that responsibility, that betrayal, that regret, that sorrow, where have you been carrying that all this time? And then what kind of feeling is that feeling? And then thank yourself for showing you that. Okay, so remember those answers because they're super important. That's your gateway into finding the younger self who still holds on to those negative feelings, those thoughts, those actions that are being triggered by your inability to surrender and let go. So I'll ask you in the quest in a bit those questions. Yeah, what do you need to let go of right now? Where do you feel that in and around your body? What kind of feeling is that feeling? And you just bring your focus of attention to those places. So those feelings could be in your body, outside of your body, above your body, below your body. Just really go literally and laterally with whatever presents itself to you. And for those that don't know, the Integration Quest, it's a fusion. It's a fusion of energy clearing, regression therapy, and NLP. And it's a guided meditation, but it needs your attention and participation 100%. So make sure you have a good 20 to 40 minutes undisturbed time and you're not driving. And basically I ask you a series of questions. You just let the answers pop up into your mind. Don't censor yourself. Yeah, just go with the first thing that you sense, see or feel. And remember, the more you quest, the more you activate your sensory ability, the easier visualization becomes. But don't worry if you don't visualize anything at all. Just let it wash over you, because we're working at a really deep cellular level. And don't worry if you fall asleep and you're not conscious of what's happened. Because the transformation that's happening is happening on a deep cellular level. So if you do come back and use this as a replay, feel free to press pause if you need more processing time. And I suppose if you're completely disturbed for about 5 minutes and you are not a seasoned quester, then start the quest from the beginning again. So the focus for this quest is to find that place inside of you where you can let it go. You can let whatever you've been holding on to for so very long go. You can surrender it up to something bigger than yourself. And we're doing this by reconnecting to your younger self that's been holding on to it for so many years. Okay, so we'll be releasing them from that job, maturing them up to the here and now. And in doing so, in reintegrating with that lost soul energy, you're coming back to a place of wholeness. You're coming back to a place of balance. Yeah, you'll grow a sense of peace within yourself and the world around. And you'll feel lighter and you'll feel freer. And so having said all of that, who would like to quest? Take a moment, for anybody watching, take a moment and just ask yourself, is now a good time to quest? So hi Jay, lovely to see that you're listening and tuning in with us today. That's really cool. Thank you for being here. So if you would like to quest, just pop a little yes in the chat box. And this week we are going to be accepting the unacceptable, so that we can forgive, move on, and let go. So before we quest, just make sure you know what you need to let go of, where you feel that in and around your body, and what kind of feeling that feeling is. Okay? So start to get yourself comfortable. We'll start with a gentle relaxation first. And at the same time, are connecting with the stream of source energy, guiding it through to the collective grid, anchoring it to the center of the earth, which will keep this activation just as powerful for anybody that's using the replay. Okay, so for now, make sure you won't be disturbed. Turn off all notifications and you're not driving. Don't censor yourself. Go with the first thing that you sense, see or feel. So just shut your eyes, put your chin to your chest and take a few deep breaths. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Just nice sighs, letting it all go. Then just relaxing your jaw, quietening your breath. Just relax the whole of your face. Just bringing your awareness down to your neck and shoulders. Just give yourself permission to release any tension that you're holding there. Just feel it as it starts to flood down through your arms, down through your elbows, down through your wrists, And out through your fingers and thumbs. Just letting it all go. Bringing your awareness down into your heart, welcoming that to soften and open just that little bit more. Bringing your awareness all the way down into your hips, giving yourself permission to relax. Bringing your awareness all the way down and into your knees, all the way down and into your ankles, into your feet and into all your toes. Just taking up space inside the whole of your body. Now, feeling fully present, bring your awareness to the base of your spine. Just extending a line down from there, all the way down through whatever you're lying or sitting on, all the way down through the floor and the earth, all the way down through the rocks, all the way down, until you start to see the grounding energy of Mother Earth. Just notice what you notice. The colour, the form. Secure your line there. And write today's date and your name in the line. Now welcome that beautiful grounding energy to come up through the line, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up and into your body. Just breathing that grounding earth energy all the way to your toes, all the way to your head. Just filling you up with that beautiful grounding earth energy. Now feeling fully supported, grounded and safe, extend your awareness about 1,000 feet above your body, all the way up and extend it about 1,000 feet more until you start to see the magnificent light from source energy. So just notice what you notice about it. The colour, the energy, the frequency, and welcome it to come streaming down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down and into your body. Just breathing that beautiful source energy around the whole of your body, all the way to your toes, all the way to your head, just filling you up from the front to the back, from the back to the front, mixing and fusing with earth energy, cleansing and clearing you on every cellular level. Now in this beautiful, safe, grounded and loving space, I'm going to ask you a few questions. So just notice what you notice. Go with the first impression that springs to mind. What do you need to let go of right now? What have you been holding on to that no longer serves you? And where do you feel that in your body? Where have you been carrying that around, in or around your body? And what kind of feeling is that feeling? And when was the first time that you ever felt that kind of feeling? The very first time that you ever felt that. How old were you? Go with the first number, the first impression that springs to mind. How old is that younger self? What are they wearing? What environment are they in? Say hello, let them know who you are, and thank them for showing themselves to you. Ask who or what was it that made them feel like that? What was going on? Let them show you, tell you. Let it all just come to mind. Now, they would have made an opinion, formed some kind of belief about that, about themselves. What was it? And as an adult with your perspective, what do you know to be true about that? What was really going on? Share this insight with your younger self. In fact, share with them anything that you feel is important, anything that you feel they ought to know. Ask them if they have a message for you, something that they'd like to share with you. And they may have a gift for you, something that they've been looking after and keeping safe for you all this time. Thank them. And now do a body scan of them. So see where it is that they've been holding on to that negative feeling. Where have they been carrying it in their body? It'll be a particular colour or energy. What colour is it? So now look deep inside of that. You may have to look really, really deep. It'll be hidden away and protected. That little part of themselves that they've been hiding and looking after all this time. So look really deep inside. You'll start to see their light, that pure essence of self hiding in there. Can you see them shining in there? What colour is it? Okay, so with your pure intention and love, start to grow that. Just welcoming them to expand, take up space. And as they're expanding, they're dissolving any stuck feelings or stuck energy within them, dissolving all anger and sorrow, grief, bitterness, dissolving any feelings of lack on any level. dissolving anything and everything that has been holding them back in life. Dissolving all of that now, as they're expanding until they are fully glowing. They'll start to be drawn to going someplace in you. What part of your body are they drawn to going to? So welcome them in. Welcome them home. Just breathe them in. Breathing them in and around your body. Expanding them throughout every cell of your being. And as they're expanding, they're dissolving anything and everything that no longer serves you. As you feel them expanding throughout your entire system, they're dissolving all anger, sorrow, grief, bitterness, dissolving any feelings of lack on any level, cleansing and clearing anywhere that has ever held you back in your life. Just breathing them in and around your body, dissolving anywhere you feel unworthy, not good enough, not intelligent enough, or simply not enough. Deleting all of that within every cell of your being now. Cleansing and clearing all negative dysfunctional contracts that have ever been made throughout time and space that no longer serves you. Freeing you from people and situations that drain your energy and steal your time. Freeing you from all of that across every quantum world that you exist now. Deleting all victim and martyr consciousness. Deleting all victim martyr consciousness across all of time and space, across every quantum world that you exist. Deleting that within every cell of your being now. Dissolving all time constraints, procrastinations, and any feelings of overwhelm or lack on any level. Deleting all poverty consciousness. All poverty consciousness, deleting that across all of time and space. Deleting that across all of time and space on every level now. Deleting all resistance to change within every cell of your being. Dissolving all negative perceptions and opinions you have ever had about yourself and your abilities. Dissolving all negative perceptions and opinions others have about you and your abilities on all levels now. Knowing that a deep and solid upgrade within your DNA is happening now. Stabilizing your connection to the seventh plane of existence, to the realm of pure love, pure bliss. Stabilizing that connection now. Accessing the codes to higher living. Accessing the codes to higher living now. So when these come in, just notice what you notice. Okay, so releasing the light codes to accept and surrender what is. We're releasing the light codes within every cell of your system, clearing you of anything and everything that no longer serves you. We're releasing those light codes now. Upgrading your ability to accept and surrender on all levels. Upgrading your ability to accept and surrender, forgive and move on all levels now. Releasing the light codes to peace and forgiveness. So we're releasing the light codes within every cell of your system. Releasing the light codes to peace and forgiveness now. Upgrading your ability to feel peace within every cell of your being. Upgrading your ability to feel forgiveness for yourself and others on all levels, across all of time and space. Upgrading peace and forgiveness now. Activating the trust in yourself and your abilities. Activating the trust in yourself and your abilities on all levels now. Triggering that feeling of peace to flood your entire system. Just welcoming that feeling of peace to flood your entire system now. Feel that warmth flooding throughout the whole of your body, holding you, awakening you to your full potential. Just anchoring that into every cell of your being. So stabilizing this 5D connection into this 3D reality, anchoring all of that within every cell of your earth body. Anchoring all of that now. Securing your connection to Mother Earth. Grounding you back into your body. Grounding you back into your body. Grounding you back into your body. Grounding you back into this time zone. Grounding you deep within the center of the earth now. And now, with this new sense of awareness, this new sense of self, start to feel your body lying or sitting there. And with your next inhale, send that breath all the way down to your toes and give them a little wiggle. And with your next inhale, send that breath all the way to your fingers and give them a little wiggle. And with your next inhale, send that breath all the way around your body, waking up every cell. Give your body a lovely wake up stretch. Gently opening your eyes. Remembering this feeling of being fully present, grounded and whole. Coming back to the room, to the here and now. So thank you so much for coming on this quest and upgrading your consciousness to the highest of levels. It was an absolute pleasure. Thank you. So just remember to drink lots of really good water. It really helps with the integration. So do showers and baths, dip in the sea. Okay, so thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure. If you would like to leave any comments in the thread, share any of your experiences, or have any questions, then please put it all in the thread, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So thank you very much, and I will see you all next week.